3. As usual, I have LV on my left and V on my right.
You didn't start that time.
That's
I
good.
held it in.
Thank God. All right, so we've got a lot of stuff going on this evening. We're going to start off with questions of promo. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, hit us up with the Twitter at LVEE and show. I say LVEE just because you got to make sure you spell it out.
Don't forget the V.
Yeah, the thing is in the corner. Anyway,
What?
the symbol, you tard.
Not even me.
No.
Should I be concerned about this? No, maybe not.
Probably not. All right, so the first thing that's going on is we've got our Week 3 scores, the 12 p.m. games. The first game up, we had Recess All-Stars versus Kickin' Hops. Kickin' Hops came away with a steal of a victory against Recess All-Stars. I was reffing that game, and so what we had happen was bottom of the top of the 6th, Recess All-Stars was kicking, and they had one of the guys kicked a run shot and was coming around and then run around third base. He totally ran into his third base coach.
Yeah, you remember you telling me about that.
It was hilarious because the third base coach thought he was getting out of the way, and he didn't get out of the way and just got trucked, and the guy fell. That would have caused a tie for that game, and they would have lost. And I was saying, like, the guys from Sidekicks were watching, and we're like, "Did that just happen?" I said, "Yeah, that just fucking happened." And I was laughing about it. And
Did he get hurt?
No, everybody was fine. I mean, Pride was probably hurt more than anything else, but
Pride has lost a lot in the kickball field.
it really is. All right, so V, take us through the other 2 games for 12 o'clock there.
Or at the bar.
Oh, I get it. All right, so we have Sidekicks 9 and Banana Hammocks 3. It looked a little closer than it was, I thought. But then, obviously, Banana Hammocks, pick it up. I don't know.
I would just like to say, first of all, I'm a little upset with Banana Hammocks and the fact that last week on Bunt Down One, we said if anyone on Banana Hammocks wore a banana hammock while playing, we would buy them shots. And no one wanted the free shots. I don't know if you guys don't watch or you just didn't want to wear a banana hammock. Either way, I'm a little disappointed from a comedic standpoint because I thought that'd be freaking hysterical.
So wait, then since they didn't take it, let's open it up to the league. If you show up in a banana hammock
and play
in said banana hammock. I can't talk.
You do realize that, like, I don't want to see
It's okay.
in banana hammocks.
300 dudes, I doubt that they'll all do that.
Thank God.
Girls are open to this too, I think, though.
Yeah, but no.
That's a bikini bottom. That's like typical wear for women,
All right, so anyway, you show up and you're in a banana hammock, you come find us. Yes.
And they'll buy you shots. I'm not buying you a fucking shot.
And just a more serious note on this game real quick. I was shocked to learn that Sidekicks even gave up 3 runs. I mean, that's just very unlike them. You have a dog in your penis.
She's not in my penis. She's like at my lap. No.
Nice.
Anyway, focus.
Sorry, I know.
So yes, but as I was watching that game, I was watching some of the errors that Sidekick was making, and then I just kept shaking my head, and I was like, Beastie Ball's gonna beat them, and then I got all disgruntled. But then I got over it. So moving on. Next game we have Bougie/Boogie. I don't know.
Can I would just like to say I apologize. You guys are correct.
She's wrong.
Wait. What is that again?
Guys, this is very rare right now.
Fuck. I was wrong.
About?
The spelling.
Well, here's the thing. The term.
No. You're wrong about what?
The spelling of bougie. The term derives from Bourget or whatever. But Urban Dictionary lists bougie spelled that way.
Well, Urban Dictionary is basically Merriam-Webster.
Right?
So I
think
know.
Like Wikipedia and shit. Like,
so I'm sorry. I stand corrected. Touche.
Okay, well, LB's wrong about everything. Bougie in Heart 2, Alcoholics 3. this game, I saw, first of all, the girl pitcher is actually a lot better than I thought.
Very active on the mound.
Yes, very active, which, you know, you get guy pitchers that don't even move. So you go, girl. But yeah, it looked like it was a tight game, and there's a lot of gray. They're both gray.
I would say that you know, we're in week 3 now, and I feel like Alcoholic should be starting to gel more than they are. I think they're definitely getting better, but I mean, to only get, you know, a 1-run win over, or, you know, one.
But also, I mean, let's say, like, it was a 12 o'clock game. I feel like some people suffer with 12 o'clock games. It's hard to get there on time for some, and that maybe that's a disadvantage for them. We don't know where they're coming from. We don't know what their organization is like. I mean, and it looks like, honestly, it looks like they're just showing up and having fun, even though for some reason they're not at the bar.
No, so there's a couple that I've seen at the bar for 2 weeks in a row. I am blanking on their names. 2 guys. One guy's like kind of shorter, very nice. I asked him about the late night LB question the first week.
Oh,
yeah.
Apologies.
So some of them do show up, but I would say not a large majority of them do.
But on the field, they look like they're just hanging out and having fun.
Well, they had to leave early. I couldn't even get a post game interview with their captain Crystal, because they had to take off. So they were all leaving right after their game.
Mm-hmm.
I think for a while Bougie had him on the ropes. It took a 2-run home run towards the end of the game to give him that 3-2 win.
Wow.
So, you know, maybe they gave him a little scare, and maybe they thought they could kind of coast this week. Maybe this coming week they won't have that opportunity.
So Eric, do you want to lead us to the 1 o'clock games?
Sure. The 1 o'clock games, we had looks like Incredible Balls and Great Balls of Fire. Great Balls of Fire attributed their loss to the fact they did not take shots of fireball before the game. That was
that is a big factor when playing kickball.
Yeah.
Fireball has formaldehyde in it.
which should preserve good play.
Well,
hasn't killed me yet, so
Right? I drank bottles of that stuff, and I seem perfectly normal.
well, you'll be perfectly preserved when you
Debatable.
die. You'll be mummified.
They had a scare in the field. Their guy Kevin, he's currently day to day with an injury. He got a minor scrape on his knee, and he was very, very concerned about it. And
did he get a Band-Aid?
I didn't have any on me, but if I did, it would have been a Hello Kitty one.
Maybe we need to. Oh, I have those actually.
That doesn't surprise me.
maybe he should not. Never mind. I'm not gonna make the joke. I'm just gonna leave it alone.
Censor.
But he, Kevin made catches and everything like that, and they believe that they should be in the top 8, the Elite 8, and that they can play with anybody. So that's what they took away. Even though they lost, that's what they took away from their play.
Well, I actually heard from the Incredible side of things that they wrote their lineup on a pizza box. So they attributed
That day or the day prior?
I think that day they all were very hungover, and that's why they won, because they were just like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna use a fucking pizza box."
So they don't use the book. Like, they showed me the scorebook that they got. It is pristine. It looks like it hasn't even been taken. It was taken on the
That doesn't
plastic that
surprise
day.
me.
Oh no, so they actually had paper plates, like the little paper plates that had innings and stuff written on it,
Hey.
and then all that in the big.
At
At
ass.
least they're keeping a record.
Yeah.
Whatever works.
Yeah, they're recycling. They are very.
I commend that. Thank you,
Environmentally
Incredible.
friendly,
Thank
yeah.
you. I also saw that Craig Amel. Am I pronouncing him wrong?
Amel,
Amel.
ML, something like
Anal?
that. No, butt sex.
Sorry, you set it up. I had to go for it.
What gave them that win, I guess, was that 3-run shot in the top of the 6th, which was pretty clutch of them.
Yeah. They needed that lead, and they almost let that win slip away, because Great Balls of Fire started coming back at the end of that game. But moving on to Beastie Balls and Kickleback. V, why don't you take us through that one, since you were there?
So it started off a little slow. We started, I think, the first inning we're only up by 1, and we're up by 2 more, and then 2 more, and then our bottom. What's so funny?
Which is modest.
I know, just like you. And then we get to the 3rd inning, and you were hovering over my shoulder like a little creepy person. Okay, stop. I can't think. And then we had bases loaded, Mike Mancini did a nice borderline left field kick that brought in 2 runs.
Actually, technically that's 2 because she had one offline. Too.
Okay, well,
No.
guess what? He's my friend. And oh God, he's gonna
Hashtag YOLO
Good thing
solo.
he's not watching this tonight. Okay, and then after that, Russ Davis did the same thing. He had an over the head kick, brought in 2 more runs, and then we were just like we had a 2-run or 2-out rally where we just kept going and going. And Kickleback came close to getting somebody, but then I did some fancy strategy work, and that's got mixed. But they put up a good fight. They have some really good bunters. There's one girl that had a really good bunt that I was impressed with. Jess Malloy gets my MVP of the week because she brought in a run with a sweet bunt, and she just she was trying, and she knows that when she tries, she does well.
I actually wanted to bring her up because I've noticed from season to season how her confidence and her knowledge of the game has increased tremendously.
Right.
Even, in our Naugatuck League as well. I remember even just last season, she was like asking me what to do on third base. And I'm like, oh, do this, do that. But she really picks up on it and she learns on it. And
Yeah.
good for you, Jess. Keep it up.
And she is also a CrossFitter, so yeah. Moving on.
Kwame also gave you a side eye there. So,
Whatever. I can't see.
Anyway,
Dead weight 1. I'd kick that 10.
one of the probably one of the biggest claims this week, and it had nothing to do with the actual game itself, but I'd kick that claims that they have made for 3 weeks running now the best alcoholic dessert drinks in the entire league.
Well, we may have to figure that out in a few weeks.
Yes. So anybody that's watching, that is a standard challenge, and the 3 of us will be judges, hands down. Come and bring us your alcoholic dessert shot drinks, and we will taste test
We
as
actually
long as it takes.
here at the LV show have a little contest that we're bringing up, that we're playing up. It's in the production works right now, but stay tuned. Get your team drinks ready. Get your recipes down and patent and perfect, and just get ready for that.
Word.
We'll release more information.
Yes.
But anyway, back on the actual part of the game. Mike, he kicked in 3 RKIs in the very first inning of that game, which basically just spurned that whole 10-1 rally. I don't know. What do you got on that, LB?
I'm just curious about what the New York Giant Super Bowl winner did that game.
I don't really know.
And the girls. Because the girls on that team are pretty solid, too.
They seem to be. They have talent. A bunch of former cops.
Wait, can you say that again? Talent!
Did I say that?
No,
You just got a little southern twang all of a sudden.
they got some talent over there.
He is from Virginia.
I'm originally from
Talent.
Buffalo.
All right,
Anyway,
well, whatever.
back on topic. So, yes, they do have some talent on the team, and now I'm telling you about how I say it. 'Cause they have
Talent.
They have some karma.
Oh, there's a dog! Ah,
That's what you guys get for getting all kinds of.
you're licking me!
Most girls.
Yeah, most
My
people don't
sisters
complain
told me
about
I need
that.
to be more ladylike in this.
That's
so
impossible.
I'm trying.
Okay, let's move on. Talk about the team.
All right. So anyway, so dead weight. I'm not 100% if the Giants player was there, but they attribute a lot of their mistakes to him. So I think it's because he's a defensive lineman. He wasn't a
I
cornerback.
thought you said he was a kicker.
No, I never ever said he was a kicker.
Oh,
I said he was a defensive tackle.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, you might have thought he was a kicker because he's playing kickball, but no, he's
Maybe.
he's a larger individual who typically wears a cowboy hat and rhinestone
Yes,
gloves and
yes,
stuff like
correct,
that.
correct.
So they play decent offense, but they don't really score that many runs. So
Yeah.
but other than that, they're not a bad team, especially for their first season. They scored a run. They don't really do very many of those. They've got a lot of fundamentals they got to work on as far as watching and playing the game. There are a bunch of people that never played before.
Right.
So
A lot of potential.
yeah. So moving on to 2:00 games, we've got Living Via Kickball and New Hey Hey. Hey V, how about you take us through that one?
I don't think I was watching that.
I will say this. I kind of looked back at the previous weeks for both of these teams, and it seems like both of them struggle offensively. Each week, both teams either got 0 runs or 1 run. So I would say so far, work on the offense, guys. Offense gives you runs.
Ooh. Where did you come up with that strategy?
Fucking John Madden over here.
Dude, I know. I got all the inside scoops. Not really. Just kidding. Sorry.
Well, the guy Mike for Living Vida Loca or Vida Kickball, whatever. Loca
Living La
Kickball.
Vida Loca.
Kickball, ball is life. All right, ball is life.
And one bowler.
They won, and Mike scored their first and only run, and so they're all cheers and we're very proud of him. They wanted that known. They were very proud of him. Hugh, their pitcher, he pitched a shutout, and so they were proud of him as well. So
Drew.
Hugh.
Oh.
Yeah. So, and then New Hey, they only allowed 1 run. They've been drastically improving every week, and we have to do a rebuttal. They actually were at the bar last week when we called them out.
Oh.
Some of them had gone home and changed, and they weren't in their kickball shirts, so that's why we couldn't tell. Because I don't know.
Maybe
I
they
see all
got
kinds of people
sweaty
there.
and they wanted to refresh themselves.
It's just funny because I showed up to the field this week in a dress and went to the bar and changed into my kickball clothes.
You're a weirdo.
I came from a show.
And how will that go for you?
Someone called me fat.
Yes,
We'll get to that
we'll
later.
Get to that later. But New Hay's improving. They just got to get something going on offense.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Okay, so Big Blue and Wolfpack.
Woo!
Wait, we missed one. We didn't talk about free kicks.
Oh yeah, let's go to that one
multiple
first.
scoregasms.
Let's go to that one first.
Yeah, let's do that first because this is gonna take a while.
Because it was the game of the week.
True. Okay.
I'm trying to follow the paper.
Yeah, the rundown. I kind of switched that up.
I wish they made note of that. But anyway, all right. So we're going with Free Kicks Mafia and then multiple scoregasms. I just love saying scoregasm because when they get a 12-4, they had a lot of scoregasms.
They had
right?
12
They had
scoregasms.
12 scoregasms. That's
That's a lot.
fucking amazing. And
I'm actually pretty shocked with this. So Three Kicks is Molly and Jeremy Lieber who play with BC Balls in the fall, right? Yeah. Okay. I mean, Molly knows strategy a good amount. I think maybe most of their team is made up of new people, but I mean, 4 to 12, that's pretty serious. I expected more.
the attendance for them has been shaky as of late, so that could also be attributing to it because I know that they were down a bunch of people.
They're playing just 8, I think. So
yeah,
show up, people.
Yeah. Do you have anything on that game, LV?
I guess I'm just curious. I have here written down. I don't know why I wrote this down, but I put 3KM, Three Kicks Mafia, MIA ? So I guess.
Well, I know Molly and Jeremy had to run out because I had to go to the vet. So they had a puppy problem.
Oh,
Hopefully the
okay.
puppy-
Everything is okay.
That's
We're
But they had to run
pet-friendly
out.
here on Bunt Down
Yes,
One.
we're pet friendly. Hi, Penny, if you're watching.
You're so weird.
The
Penny is her cat.
That's so right.
I was joking.
I thought I was gonna be the crazy cat lady with 100 cats and single and naming all of them after former presidents, but this one's already started and she has a boyfriend. So.
The only thing your cat's doing is mooning the computer right now. That's probably about all your cats do.
Your dog's putting a ring around your penis.
It's a
It's a cock
toy.
ring.
My dog.
That's where it's going with
You
it.
just got LB.
I tell you what,
Ow!
if this is a cock ring, then I'm a very talented individual. I'm just gonna let you put that into perspective. And now my dog actually was like, "What the fuck are you doing with my toy?"
You just got LV'd.
All right, let's
I get
move
all-
on. Game of the week.
Ow! Wolfpack!
Wolfpack Big Blue.
Go for it.
So I don't know if you saw me during this. I sat on the far side, almost in right field because I didn't want anyone to get pissy as to where I was sitting on what side.
I don't think
So I
anything's
sat far away.
Not everything's about you, B. We're actually concentrating
No,
on the game.
but you guys like to talk. But I thought, I don't know, Big Blue just made a lot of errors and fell apart.
I will say this because I was gone for majority of the day and I didn't actually show up to our game until, I don't know, I think it was the 5th inning or so. But from what I heard, we just dominated. I mean, Big Blue made a lot of mistakes.
So humble.
And
Nothing dominated.
You know, right? That's a mercy score, right?
well, I mean, coming from the game of the week with a rival team that generally, I mean, we've gone into Kansas City with them. I don't know, how
But
many
not the one,
times.
not the version of Big Blue you see today.
But still, I mean, it's still Big Blue. I mean, they still have their core players.
Yeah, I mean, is it
Do
the
they
same
not?
team? Is it the same team
No.
that's always been around for a number of years now?
Well, I mean,
If not, then
all right, they have Choma.
They're missing Big Dave. They're missing the Davis brothers. Those are make or break people.
You still, yeah, but they still have a strong enough team where they are in the top tier of our league, and they should. I mean,
So was this their first challenging game? Really? I mean,
probably?
And
I'm not sure. But I
so
have to
what?
look
They're
back.
in the top tier based off of their previous record, which obviously doesn't stand too true because
Yeah, but
they're-
the previous games that they've had, even this year, they've blown out other teams.
right. But are they in the same like upper tier bracket?
All the upper tier one people play each
Who
other.
else? I
I don't know, but it's just, that's.
Okay, well, whatever.
I will say this: our catcher Ted made a really great play at the end of the game. Really great catch. Very athletic. Ted's an extremely good pickup for Wolfpack. So way to go, Ted. And from what I understand, Brian Hopper, awesome as always, and had a really great. Touche. Had a really great all-around game. So go Wolfpack, and I love my team.
Okay, on another. Sorry, I had to. I thought it was funny. But what I did notice was,
Wait, was that a joke?
I don't know, I was trying to make a joke. It didn't work, but I just thought I was being funny. Kind of day-to-day life. Okay, so what I was going to say was Kareem was pitching, which, you know, I know Kareem used to pitch all the time, but Kareem was also captaining. And, I mean, with a team like Big Blue that's a high competitive team and it's a tough game, you know, was that a smart decision for him to captain and play a very crucial position as pitcher?
You know, V, you talk about this a lot. I am curious to know how many players, captains, don't play when they're on the field.
I don't think that they don't play at all. I think that that's not, like, I'm a rare situation.
Okay, I'm curious to know how many captains don't play in the big games, because I find that I think you're wrong, honestly. I don't think that there are very many captains out there who will sit out big games. Great, couple innings, sure, get the rotation down, sure.
But are all captains very good players? No.
It's all right. Well, you guys can debate this another time because it sounds like you guys are going to go at this for an hour for a while. So we're going to move on.
Move on. Let's move on.
3 o'clock games.
Oh.
All right, 3 o'clock games,
Right.
right?
Yes, correct. 3 o'clock game. So,
All right.
Dr. Feelgood kicking grass. 15-3, which I had questioned you on, but you can explain why you went with 15 instead of 12. But go ahead.
Well, because the mercy rule is beating a team by 12 points. So 12 is not the maximum points that would ever go in the book. If your opponent scored 3 runs, you have to beat them by 12. They're ergo 15. So at 12 to 3 would not be a mercy. 12 to 3 would only be beating them by, I believe, 9 points. I'm not a genius at math, but so that doesn't count as a mercy.
I just learned that this week, so I just thought that was interesting. Maybe I was supposed to know that, but I didn't. So
Probably.
whatever.
It's okay.
But yeah, what else can you tell us? I mean, you were out in the field playing.
Yeah.
What did you see from your team from kicking grass? I'm actually very curious to see what Seawolf had to say before and after the game, because he's always filled with great quotes.
He, he really didn't. I can't remember if he had any great quotes before the game. I mean, he comes out with his patented "we're going to win," to kind of boost everybody up and everything.
Does he say it in a chupacabra voice?
No, I don't know.
What is a chupacabra voice?
It's that's probably like a dying something. I don't know. But
Kwame loves that he has headphones on.
probably not. Now we're gonna get dying geese.
I have a new question. I'm
Oh.
going to add it to the list.
You're not supposed to bring that up.
Sorry, but it's funny.
Yeah, great. Anyway, so in the game you've got Will Farnsworth, who's our starting pitcher.
Right.
He kicked a grand slam, and
Impressive.
I think that was his first at bat. Like we had the lineup put up away. I was actually allowed to handle the lineup, so I kind of took advantage of all the speed that we have in the team and kind of put together a standardized lineup. and Will kicked a grand slam, and then Hunter kicked people home. Tom kicked people home. Like, we just had a bunch of RKIs, but I think Will was definitely our biggest leg out there that day, as well as just a beast on the mound. He struck out. I want to say he either struck out 1 and fouled out 2, or struck out 2 and fouled out 1. So he was a beast on the plate, which field A sucked because it was moved back because he had that dirt mound that was right in front of the pitcher's mound and was giving pitchers fits all day. But Will had no problem with it. The way he was pitching was just impressive.
Kudos to you, Will.
Yeah,
He does have a strong arm. He played on my summer team, and we had 2 Wills on the team, and we called one Big Will and one Little Will, and he was the Big Will.
He was great. Anyway, so we've got kicking grass. They were down 6.5 people, according to their captain. And then the reason why that half person was because he showed up, even though apparently he had like the shits or something. He had some sort of bowel or whatever.
Oh, is that why the porta potties were so gross?
I don't know. But he decided he was going to play anyway. He was going to power through it, which is admirable because, again, kickball is life. So, so he tried to power through it. And when the mercy came up, we were still going to play the 6th inning, but he said, "No," I said, "I can't anymore," and they were going to be down 2 people, and so they had.
Did he poop himself?
I don't think he did.
Did he, when he said he couldn't play the last inning, did he run to the woods? Or
I didn't watch. I was with my team. I'm not. I wasn't.
You
all
need
of a sudden,
to find these out.
No.
This is important information.
It's not important.
Mommy's telling you to shut up.
Yeah. So anyway, now let's move on to.
Wait, I have one more question to you for that game.
Sure.
Has your team accepted your pregame pump-up speeches yet?
After the first week, I kind of stopped trying. Unfortunately, just because I don't know. Maybe eventually, but I know Tom is adamant on the whole "we don't cheer" thing pre or post game. It's usually post game. They say we don't cheer, and so they, the whole pump up. Tom does deliver a few words, and he is very. He does amp everybody up. So I'm just kind of taking a back seat. If it's something that they want me to do in the future, then yeah, I'll do it. I know that's it's something that I can do, but it's not my team. I'm more of a consultant, so I'm just kind of there.
Fair. Okay, so on to the next game. We got Pitch Don't Kill My Vibe versus Balls Deep. Pitch Don't Kill My Vibe lost 2-6. I was watching this game pretty closely, and sorry, Scuba Steve, but 2 big errors by you. That really kind of blew the game for your team. One of which was because Jamie Mathis for Balls Deep had a grand slam, and it was pretty freaking incredible. I mean, Scuba Steve was playing in a little bit from right field, but I mean, she fucking freaking knocked it out.
No, you can do the unedited version.
My sister told me I need to really do
it. Just cussing that out as saying cussing is, it's fine.
Well, she kicked it over Scuba Steve's head, and it went all the way into. They played on field. Was that B? Mm-hmm. The field with the baseball field behind it, and that ball went into the dirt of the baseball field. So it was a pretty freaking kick, and it was a grand slam. And kudos to you, Jamie, because that's pretty fucking awesome.
So we actually have a question about this. A anonymous Balls Deeper has asked, did Jamie from Balls Deep set a new record for being the first female to kick a home run with bases loaded and get the 4 runs in? That's called a grand slam.
For those who don't know at home.
I don't know. I feel like Brooke's done that, to be honest.
I can't.
Brooke Goodman, if anybody's. Maybe not. I mean, in my eyes, that was the first time I've seen it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think I've ever
circuit
seen it.
kickball, that happened twice when we were in South Florida.
Yes.
We're not talking about circuit
but
kickball,
I'm just.
Though. We're talking about here. CT Ivy.
I don't
has
see
that ever
CT
happened?
in that question.
I'm keeping it regionalized.
So
here,
what these eyes have seen.
Yeah, I've never seen it in Ivy kickball.
My only contender would be Brooke Goodman, she now is living not here, but she played in Ivy for a while. She was on Credit Balls. That's probably the only girl that could hold a feather to her.
Another thing that I did want to note, though, about Pitch Don't Kill My Vibe, which I kind of like the way they set up their defense. They have an all-girl infield, except for their pitcher, their pitcher, their charger, and their catcher. which I think
So they basically have a girl that plays first.
And, well, yeah, I guess so, technically, because most girls.
It's Chanel, yeah. And Chanel has got a great arm, and she has.
She looks like she's played first base in baseball before.
Yes.
So I think I really like that. So kudos to you, Pink. I hope it works out. I think it takes a special group of girls to be able to do that. But yeah, I liked it.
Good. All right, moving on.
Oh, it's still me. We got Balzania versus Panty Droppin' Pitches. Balzania won 7-2. That was dubbed our drunk game of the week. V, do you have any comments on that?
So I watched that game with baby Quam Quam. Sorry. It looked like a really good game. Martin was throwing some pretty solid pitches. Was it the Charger? No, it was the left fielder. A ball basically hit his toe.
Oh, yeah.
Bounced up, and he caught it. And I don't know if he meant to do that or didn't, but I heard LV from the other field going da-da-da-da-da-da.
I'm allowed to do that.
It was very loud. But they played a tight game. Balzani's just, I think, got more experience. I had a quick word with Wayne afterwards, and he was a little confused as to why they were called the drunk game of the week, because Balzani doesn't really get drunk. But
that left fielder, his name is Pugs, by the way. We asked for his name first and last, and they just said Pugs. Apparently his last name is super Italian, and I asked him if he makes a spicy meatball. And he said yes.
Italian sausage.
CC. And also, I saw Martin had a pretty decent kick toward the end there.
Martin also, Kwame was asking, because Martin was wearing those Kanye West sunglasses, and Kwame goes, how is Martin seeing out of those? And I said, I don't know. And so Martin was at the plate, and I said, Martin, how do you see out of those? And he ran to first base while flipping off the pitcher, or me, I'm not sure.
That happened. I think it was the pitcher.
It was interesting.
All right, so we're going to move on to our next topic after those lovely recaps, and that is the bar. And this week we had the honor of participating in a charity survivor flip cup tournament. Eric and myself both participated in this. Eric, before I
My penis growled.
Before I get into the winners and losers of that, can I get have you ever experienced anything like this?
Yeah, I played it in the last season.
You did, okay.
Yeah.
Can I get your reactions to this year's?
Yeah, it seemed like more people got involved with it this time. Like we had all those tables that were set up, and then
we had like 8 tables.
We had to extend it another one because there was no way that everyone was going to cram into those tables and stuff. So we had to throw another table at the end and kind of go from there. I really don't have much after that because I was not good that day at all. Like normally I'm pretty good, but I have nothing.
Yeah,
I sucked.
Yeah, and then
awful.
he kicked me in the vagina.
Ew.
I tried to kick you in the ass. It's not my fault.
The bat's fault. Oh. Just kidding. I'm sorry. I had to.
Bitch, don't touch me.
That's gonna
okay.
get fixed though, right?
Yes, I'm hoping soon.
Like, wow, the dog goes. Oh. Okay, let's move on. So
wait, I'm not.
Well, hurry up. You're not sticking to the time.
Relax. So the final two for the Survivor Flip Cup was Russ Davis and Doug Davis, 2 of the 3 Davis brothers who play on Beastie Balls.
So before you get into that, I do remember last week you were saying something how it was going to be Wolfpack who won.
I did say that. I did. Wolfpack had a pretty decent showing. I think Kwame was there toward the end a little bit. But yeah, just cards were in our favor this past week.
The Davis brothers also are like drinking game champions, I'm pretty sure.
So I've heard.
They have like their own beer games over the summer, and it's like a legit thing.
So yeah, so it was a great showdown. Final 2 came down to 3 cups each. Russ Davis had 1 flip cups on the first 2. The last one he had 3 flips. That's okay because Doug Davis was failing pretty badly from the beginning. And I asked I asked Russ post win what he was going to do. And he said he was going to Disneyland, which I fully support and approve. And if you need any tickets or discounts or, recommendations, just let me know. And he said with his prize money, he bought people shots. He bought his brother, Doug, second place, multiple shots and picked up his beer tab. And Doug said it was the worst game of my life. And he wished it was 5 cups instead of 3 and that his brother's win was a fluke. So maybe there might be a friendly rematch here in the future. Also want to quickly note that Fat Kyle made a brief appearance during this little game as people lost throughout the tournament. He would take their cups and throw them.
And now you're laughing.
Now there's beer all over the computer.
Get a paper towel!
Oh man, this is not planned.
No, that is, yeah. Waiting.
This is LV being LV.
And now
The dog has now been
getting riled
accused.
up. You gotta be, all right, so moving on. So now we've got
Asshole.
AV. Why don't you take us through our winners and losers of Retribution this week while LV collects herself.
Yes. Find your life. So winners and losers of the Redemption Flip Cup, if you can check the website, I updated the graphic, but just so everyone knows, Balzania, Wolfpack, Scoregasms, Incrediballs, Recess All-Stars, Balls Deep are all winners by actually playing. Dr. Feelgood, Beastie Balls, I'd Kick That, Sidekicks, Livin' La Vida, Bougie something, Bougie and Heart, they won by forfeit. So that means that New Hey Hey, Kicking Grass, Banana Hammocks, Dead Weight, Kickleback, and Alcoholics did not play. And that Kicking Hop, Big Blue, Pitch Don't Kill My Vibe, 3 Kicks, and Panty Droppers lost and are not good at kick.
Maybe can you remind us what do you win if you win Redemption Flip Cup?
You win a $250 bar tab, or no, gift card.
No, it's cash.
Whatever. You think it's a Visa gift card, to be honest. But last year, Beastie Balls won it, and we won chicken tenders. Thank you, Russ Davis. But yeah, so there's money at stake. So, show up and give it a little flippity flip and see how it works.
Just make sure that the beer is empty when you flip it.
Yeah.
And lastly, we want to bring up a new award for the LV show and Bunt Down One.
Oh, do we?
Do we not anymore?
No, we do.
It's not yours to tee up.
Oh, sorry.
I'm taking control of everything.
Sorry.
But yes, we have a new award that we're going to be giving out weekly. It is called That Guy or Girl Award, where we pick one person who, boy or girl, man or woman, who's out in the field and they do something outrageous, whether that be something kind of dickish, insulting, unsportsmanlike, this is our call out award. So if you do something like that and it's noticed and people tell us, then you're going to get called out.
Or if we notice.
Or we notice. We're going to take notes and we're going to take a vote. And I know that LV's got the one for this week. Now, obviously, she stole my bit, so she's ready and rearing to go. So I'm going to give it over to her before she bites her face off over there. So
Sorry.
Go for it.
Sorry, I thought it was a Miss Levi. So this week's That Guy Award goes to Wolfpack's very own Russell Moritz. I showed up to the bar, as I said, in my kickball clothes, but I showed up to the field in my dress. And the story began because I was talking to Eric about how most people make fun of me when I dress up like a girl because they only see me in my kickball attire. And I asked Russell with Eric there, I'm like, Russell, what do you normally tell me when I get dressed up? Thinking that he was going to be honest. To which he said, looks like you gained weight in all the right places.
Oh!
I took that as I was offended. All the right places or not, that was rude of him to say that I gained weight.
Well, I mean, I was there, and I think he just didn't say like all the right places. Like he mentioned one place in particular.
He
not?
did. He did. Thank you for bringing that.
Well, I mean, you're gonna call him out, make sure that it's
He
proper.
said that my thighs got fat.
And that wasn't nice. So Russell Morris, you are that guy of the week.
Wah, wah, wah.
Right.
I feel like we should get some like sound effect there or something.
I just did it.
She just did it.
Okay.
She's our sound effects
So
girl.
fuck you, Russ.
Apparently.
I look great.
Wait, I thought you had like sisters that were watching this.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, but he called me fat. I'm allowed like.
Yeah.
Well, I also would like to maybe challenge you and Russell to a squat off because I'm pretty sure Russell has zero muscle. So
I could totally do a squat off
exactly. So
Look for a
yeah.
squat challenge.
in the near future.
Apparently.
So what's next?
Who's that girl award? Who does that get to go to this?
A
this week?
rumor is that was LV. this
Originally,
week.
that was going to be me. However, I thought it was going to be because I didn't hit the record button when I was interviewing Doug Davis on his post-Flip Cup loss, but turns out that I actually did.
So we don't have a girl
Suck
for
it.
that week, I guess, for
Yeah.
this week then, do we?
So I'm awesome.
It could
All
be
right.
me.
You didn't do it.
You didn't even show up. Maybe that's why. Yeah, you know what? She's that girl because she didn't even show up.
I had a fever.
She's probably shitting herself.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's kind
I was
of.
hanging out with that guy from that team that had the poops.
Community poops.
Anyway, so now we're at our week 4 predictions for the week. So we've got our 12 p.m. games, which is Three Kicks Mafia and Alcoholics. V, who you picking?
Alcoholics.
LV, who you picking?
Alcoholics.
I too am going with Alcoholics.
Don't do us wrong.
Right. Wolfpack, Balzania. V.
Duh. Wolfpack.
I too am going Wolfpack.
Yes.
Kicking Grass and Living La Vida Kickball. V.
I'm gonna go with gosh, I don't know. I'm gonna go with kicking grass.
LV.
I'm gonna go with Living La Vida Kickball.
I'm going with Kicking Grass.
Oh, fuck me, right?
No, you've got that coming. 1
I do?
p.m.
No,
I guess,
There's
right?
bats in there.
Someone will find out sooner or later. Anyway, 1 p.m. Kickleback versus Balls Deep. V.
Kickleback.
I'm going balls deep.
That just sounds weird when you say it like that. I'm going Kickleback.
Kickleback, really?
Yep.
Are we-
Well, the reason being, why I'm gonna. Oh, that's right. And that is also forgot to mention. Thank you for pointing that out.
You're
This is
welcome.
our historical game of the week.
Da-da-da-da!
Ta-da!
We're so funny.
So Kickleback and Balls Deep especially, they've been around forever. And in fact, I believe that George Washington, who used to be the captain of Balls Deep, along with Thomas Jefferson, was the captain for Kickleback.
Yeah.
And
I
George
heard that,
Washington,
yeah,
George
yeah.
Washington was also known for hollering, "I'm going to go balls deep," or "We're going to go balls deep."
In your ass.
When he was crossing the Potomac?
Yeah, something like that, you know.
On the
And
Santa Maria? Oh no, that's Christopher Columbus.
you're fired from
history.
History. Yeah,
You suck.
yeah.
We're trying to get a history lesson here.
So anyway, you've got the old school, the records, and I've got that right here actually from 2010.
Ooh, look at this Excel sheet right here.
Right,
Color coded and
I
everything.
know exactly what I'm doing. So
I
you've
love
got Balls Deep since 2010 has played 80 games. That's a lot.
They
You know,
actually,
played every season.
I was looking back in my Waka stuff. So summer 2009 was the first season that had registers and enough registration to play. They were on that team. Kyle was on that team.
Oh, so they've got 88 games.
Yeah, so that's
basically.
why I thought that the numbers are a little funny. But yeah, so Kyle was on that team, and we've got people like Kareem started.
Don't look at me because I don't know
We're
this.
getting too deep into it.
Okay, well, I have some fun facts if you want to know them. Come find me.
And then Kickleback has 72 games. They're only a season, basically a season behind.
Right.
So two of the longest tenured teams here, and I'm going Kickleback because they played higher caliber opponents week in, week out, even though they lost. Balls Deep has not played the same teams, and so I'm hoping that Kickleback is going to come out and actually play the way they should be playing. and maybe, I don't know. It'll be a tough game. But anyway, kicking hops, and I'd kick that. V.
I'd kick that.
I'd kick that.
I'd kick that too.
Good one.
All right. Dead weight, Dr. Feelgood. V.
Dr. Feelgood.
Dr. Feelgood.
Why does that hurt to say?
I don't know. Because I want to root for Deadweight. I want them to beat you guys, but I think you guys are obviously the better team.
I want them to improve so bad, just not this week, because I'm going
Fair.
Dr. Feelgood.
Fair.
All right, 2 o'clock games. Recess All-Stars and Bougie and Hart. V, who you got?
Recess All-Stars.
LV.
Bougie and Hart.
I'm also going Bougie and Hart. Big Blue, pitch don't kill my vibe. V.
This will be a fun game to watch.
I guess Big Blue.
I'm going Big Blue.
I'm also going Big Blue.
I will say that Kareem came over to the Pitch Don't Kill My Vibe game this past week and said, oh, who can I make fun of on this team? I don't know anyone. And then he's like, oh, I know like 5 people. I can make fun of them. So I think it's going to be a nice game to watch.
Oh,
a fun game to watch.
It's Kevin. He knows Kevin.
Kevin and Scoo Steve and some other people.
Good. All right, banana hammocks and panty dropping pitches. V.
Banana hammocks.
All right.
I'm going with Sparta, panty dropping pitches.
I'm going banana hammocks on that one. 3 o'clock, you got Beastie Balls and Incrediballs.
Beastie Balls.
Beast balls.
And Beastie Balls as well. And Great Balls of Fire and Sidekicks.
Sidekicks.
Sidekicks. And multiple scoregasms and new hey.
Multiple scoregasms.
Scoregasms.
And I'm also going with multiple scoregasms.
Oh my gosh.
All
More
right.
than one.
All right, so we've got some questions.
We have a lot of questions.
We do.
I'm
We
so
do.
excited.
So my team's group me is going
Oh.
crazy.
Wait, time out. Kwame, are we having any special guests like we promised? Or okay, we're gonna do the questions first.
So we asked our question from our anonymous Balls Deeper. I have a few other ones in here.
All right, well, let's start from what we got here when we first started.
Oh, yes. So after we had our ball, let's stop there. Our ballsy question. Somebody asked, "What if Eric the bearded?" I'm drinking seltzer water. I just don't understand. Eric the bearded is the first to encourage CT Ivy by wearing a banana hammock.
I don't think you guys can see that. I mean, first of all, you guys already saw my cock rings, so I don't think I'd actually have to wear like a pair of underwear. Like that would be it.
Oh.
I don't like talking about my penis online, so
Well, let's move on
they
then.
started it. Probably not going to happen.
Your dog started it.
No, you guys called it a cock ring.
So I have the rest right here.
Okay.
So my next 2 questions are actually from Jason Blackson, tall Jason.
Cow. As
Boo.
many people may know him.
His first question, where did LV get her laugh?
See, I heard that there was a story that she was actually, the Legend of the Stork. How
Legend of the Hidden Temple.
Well, no, the stork. They deliver babies.
Yeah.
Well, she was delivered by a flock of geese. So she was raised by geese until, so she developed that
Are you
laugh.
calling Bev and Chaz geese?
Bev and Chaz are saints. Watch it.
I'm not making fun of your parents. They were delivered to your parents. You were delivered to your
So
parents.
anyway, do you have any kind of comment to that? Has your laugh always been the way it is?
It has, and I think it actually comes from my mom, because my mom said that she used to laugh that way, but kids made fun of her so much that she changed it.
Well, take a hit, girlfriend.
Yeah. When did that happen for your mother, by the way?
When she was young.
And why did it take you so long?
I'm not changing it. Why should I change who I am?
I'm not saying you should. You
Okay,
should never change.
let's
who
move
you are.
on.
Endearing.
Okay, my next question is also from Jason Blackson. Who is the best second base man / woman in CT kickball? Why don't we all just go in order and pick who we think? I'm gonna go with Miss Christina Wolf, aka Wolfie.
Sure.
That's usually what she
Shouldn't she
does.
play third?
No. What does that noise mean?
Gosh, you're putting me on the spot. I don't know.
See, and I haven't been in the league long enough to be able to identify all the, so I have no input on this. So it's going to have to go.
I wish I had my rosters in front of me.
Yeah, because I don't know all the people that play.
Wolfie,
second base.
Wolfie is solid. I think that's a great pick. I think, she's been in the kickball world for a while now, and she's
She's a softball star, so it's kind of all transferred
Yeah,
over.
Wolfie is definitely a solid pick. If I think of anyone else, I can come back to that. But
Okay.
I like that Wolfie pick.
The rest of these questions are a little ridiculous, so I'm gonna skip them. Michael Mancini asks, "Why is CT Ivy so corrupt?"
Corrupt
I
how?
don't know what that's about. I think
How
he,
he corrupt?
I think he's drunk, so he has the night off. Let him have fun.
He's the night off. He doesn't want to be here.
For
I wouldn't
reasons.
want to be here either.
Three Mike Mancini references.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Kobe. Kwame
He
just noted.
submitted a
Three Mike
question.
Mancini
What am I supposed to do?
references.
Ignore his questions?
Yes.
Yeah, you probably could.
All right,
You
so
ignored all the
Jason
votes.
Blackson asked another question. Why do New Haveners think they're so cool?
I don't know. I live in
I'm a
West
New
Haven.
Havener, and I don't think I'm so cool.
I don't think I'm cool, but I don't live in New Haven.
I think I'm pretty dang funny though.
I'm from Buffalo, so I don't count.
Do you like buffalo wings?
Yeah.
Do you like the Buffalo Bills?
Yes.
Do you like buffalo meat?
Never had it.
Oh, really?
Actually, no. I've had buffalo burgers. Yes, and that shit is delicious.
Do you have Buffalo
Cool.
coins?
No.
So I have another question from Sarah Cleary.
Thank you.
Why is Blake Field a wind tunnel?
And the wind is really
It was pretty
bad.
crazy.
The
past
Especially
couple
when
weeks.
Kyle tells everybody, "Oh, there's no wind this week." Bullshit. There was like
Yeah, a lot of
wind
wind.
experiments going on out there in the field with people that had kites and people flying away and shit.
Yeah, it was pretty awful. I'm not gonna lie. Hopefully that dies down as the summer progresses.
And also Sarah Cleary said that she should be nominated as that girl because she did her new move.
Oh, that's right, she did. So Sarah Cleary has this move. I don't even know what it is. It like a creeper move? Or
I know she
like-
said it was creepy and it creeped a lot of people out.
Yeah, I don't really know, but what she does is she like sneaks up on you. And she just gets low and she goes.
Don't do it.
That's my friend, everybody.
I was not ready for that.
My annexating the center.
So Sarah Cleary also had a question for you. She wanted to know what will late night LV topic be this coming week.
I have a couple, ideas in mind. I don't want to give them away quite yet, just because if I say them, people might not want to answer them. So I'd rather catch them on the spot. But yeah, be ready this weekend for some late night LV action.
That's embarrassing. So our special guest, we're having a few technical difficulties, so I'm actually going to call him, and he's going to talk to us about stuff.
Can you put on the speakerphone?
Yeah, that's what we're doing. Ain't my first rodeo.
We gotta hurry up too. We don't have a lot of time left.
I mean, yeah, we're good. We can do that. We can be however long we want. We got viewers. Kwame, how many viewers we got?
2.
It's like you don't want to know.
Larry, you're live on the LV show.
No, this is Bunt Down One, you bitch.
Oh, sorry. Bunt Down One, I meant.
Okay, so put it by.
It is a.
So Larry, Lauren Vassallo here, aka LV. Larry Rinehart is on the phone right now, and he and Monica are organizing this weekend's Tres de Mayo tailgate. So Larry, I understand that you are a volunteer organizer with Monica. Can you explain the concept of this Tres de Mayo tailgate?
Yeah, absolutely. So every year we do, or at least for the last 2 years, we try to do something big for this tailgate because it is kind of the big party weekend of the spring season. He was actually a part of it a couple of years ago when I think it really took off because a few of us as captains could sort of work together with our team and organize a really just big tequila sort of blowout. And I think that really sort of set the trend and it took off from there. So what we're trying to do this year is just make it even bigger and better than it has been in the past.
That's
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, it sounds like a really great time, and I think this would be a really great time for us to mingle
Drink.
with other teams and drink and eat and be merry. What should teams bring/do to prepare for this tailgate?
I think the best things to do are anything that's sort of Cinco de Mayo themed. So, like I've seen tons of like really good guacamole, a lot of Mexican beers, tequila is huge, margaritas are big. I know we're gonna have a piñata, sort of a community piñata. That may or may not have Kyle's face.
They have what?
Yeah, yeah,
Revisiting
yeah,
Kyle
yeah.
Settle Pinata, bringing back the old fat Kyle days. I like it.
right. That's right. That would be a throwback for if you put that one out. But I know other teams have also had their own piñatas, so we certainly encourage that. And we'll probably try to think of like maybe one other sort of game or something that will happen either at the field or at the bar. But everything is going to have a different mile theme. So I think for teams, obviously everybody does their burgers and their hot dogs every week, and that stuff is great. But this is sort of the weekend to just kind of amp it up a little bit. So with the chips and the dips and all that other stuff. I think the best part of this one is that you get to sort of tailgate with the team that you're playing. The thought about that is that if we're gonna get, if we're gonna really like rip it up, we might as well do it with the team that we're gonna play, so that way we're all sort of on the even playing ground. But I think if we can just get everybody, or as many people as involved with it, I think it'll be a really good weekend.
How would you encourage teams to tailgate together, or with their opposing team? Because I know there may be some teams who are already set up camp, and how are you going to suggest to them like, oh hey, come over to our tailgate?
I think best thing is if captains can sort of get a hold of each other before Sunday, and then just coordinate like where they're going to set up. I know for us, we're actually playing the pink team on Sunday, so we've already reached out to them. They're on board with it, so come Sunday, like our two teams will set up our tables and everything next to each other. And I know you're doing something with the team that you guys are playing.
Yeah, we actually, Stephanie Leahy, Sarah Cleary runs our tailgates, and Stephanie Leahy reached out, and a great way to handle this is using a Google Doc. You guys can share this document back and forth, and then you can start to make lists as to what people can bring. It's just easier that way. That's what we started doing with Incrediballs, and we're gonna have fun.
Yep. So I think that's honestly, I think that's probably just the best way is, as the captains at least get it started and sort of coordinate with each other, and then they can sort of, include the rest of their teams on it. I think most of the teams seem to have Facebook groups, but I don't know if they all do. So a great way is really just to connect people through a Google Doc, have them share the information, and then that way you're kind of prepared come Sunday.
Can I ask what will be in your piñata?
Well, we'll have some candy in there, but I think nips are definitely going to be the predominant thing in that.
What about condoms?
Yeah, should we have condoms in there?
Is Jenny with you?
I guess we can encourage that.
Hi, Jenny.
And I just have one last question. I heard that the same DJ from week 1 will be at the bar for Tres de Mayo as well. Is that correct?
Yeah, so, and that week 1 was the first time I've ever heard that DJ before, or I've ever seen him at the stage. I thought that was like a really awesome way for Kyle to get the season started. So when he said that he was going to be back for this weekend, I thought that's just really kind of perfect for this day. In fact, it almost kind of motivates me to sort of have our fun at the field, but then to also get it wrapped up and get it down to the bar and really enjoy that part of it too.
Awesome. Well, Larry, thank you so much for taking time out of your evening to speak with us. I think I could speak on behalf of all of us that we're all looking forward to a Mexican fiesta this weekend. So,
Ole!
Thank you for helping organize with Monica. And guys, be on the lookout for the Facebook event page that Larry set up for this event. So that's where I think all of the kind of happenings and
we will post it once our video gets posted of this.
yes.
Right, Kwame?
Cool. So thank you, Larry. Appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you guys.
Okay,
Bye.
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 I did receive one more question. I was asked what species of bat.
Who asked
The
that?
most endangered kind.
Okay, just
No. I want to know who asked.
one of our Virginia fans, Jorts, asked this question.
Oh, I would say the great white bat.
Cuckoo.
I don't know. I don't know bats very well. And I don't have bats.
Maybe he'll have to find out.
Oh, wait. He just asked another question.
Oh.
Wait, what did you just say?
Nothing. We're running out of time, so let's wrap up.
If you could be any president, who and why?
I would be Ulysses S. Grant
Why?
because I like the name Ulysses.
Go ahead.
I would be. I'm gonna go with Abraham Lincoln because he wore that really tall top hat and he's tall, and I think we could be like soulmates.
I'm gonna go GW, George Washington.
Oh, wait.
George Washington.
George Washington. Okay.
Yeah, number
I know.
one.
Yeah. I heard George. I was like, oh man. George.
No, not that GW. No, George Washington, unanimously voted in, founding father. Serious shit.
I think that's a good pick.
Before we close off for the evening, one last announcement. I know we got like 30 seconds left. We are doing the kickball home run derby again this season. It's gonna be May 17th at 2:00. When I come around this week for my post-game interviews, I'm gonna start spreading that around. So get ready for that, and we'll hopefully have a big turnout. Be the same place as last time.
I actually have one more announcement.
It's gonna cut you off.
Yeah,
Rock the Gauntlet
Oh yeah.
this Sunday, East Rock Park. Sign up if you haven't already. You get a discount if you sign in with a kickball team name. So try to get your team down there, rock the gauntlet, run this 5K obstacle course, super easy stuff, and then go for Tres de Mayo.
Oh, and also the Northeast Waka tournament on June 6th. There's a charity in a competitive division. There's some big name teams coming for this. Look on the kickball.com/CT. You'll be able to see it. It's going to be a fun event.
We'll talk about that more later. Okay, bye. Love you guys.
Bye.
Da, 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 da.
You're so weird.
Jazz hands. Are we off air yet?
No, we're still live. You just keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
You want to keep going and see how long you can go.
Right, I was gonna say, Bonnie's gonna